Here we go. Voters in 25 states are going to the polls today to cast their ballots in local and state elections. Of course, though, you know, you always got shenanigans going on across the country. The Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights Under Law, as well as other groups, have been very busy already, folks, this morning, taking your phone calls in their Voter Protection Center in Washington, D.C. Let's go live via Skype to Marcia Johnson-Blanco, co-director of the Voting Rights Project with the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights Under Law. Marcia, first of all, y'all do this every single election, and so already polls are open. They open at 6 a.m. In some places. Are you already getting phone calls from people who are encountering problems voting?
Yes. Good morning, Roland. Yeah, we're getting calls from voters. I think the most important one was from New Jersey, where there's a polling place in Jersey City with 3 precincts, but they only had polling books for 1 precinct. And so they were only allowing voters from 1 precinct to vote until in the other voters they had to wait. One voter asked for a provisional ballot and was told there wasn't any. So we are, following up with election officials to make sure that those voters can vote.
And so, and obviously, first of all, for the folks, what is your phone number? And I want our folks to put that on the screen below. So get rid of Election Protection Hotline, put the actual number up and leave it up. So what's the number? Anybody out there voting today? And here's the key. The folks who are out there voting, they can call, whether it's a local election or a statewide election, correct?
Exactly. It's a nationwide hotline, 866-OUR-VOTE.
Have you also assembled lawyers from across the country ready to step in if something is needed, let's say to extend voting hours if a poll needs to be extended?
Yes, our trained volunteers are ready and waiting to help voters, whether it's from finding out where to vote, confirming their voter registration, or if we need to, filing a litigation to extend polling places.
Typically, how many calls do you receive in, let's say, a day when it comes to one of these elections? Obviously, a presidential election is totally different, but give our audience a sense of the kind of call or volume you receive.
Right. So in presidential elections, we can receive as much as 30 to 50,000 calls during that day. On a day like today, unfortunately, with the they call them the off-cycle elections, voters, there's not as much voting happening, but we expect to receive about 800 calls today.
All right, then. And again, you have folks who are staffing those phone lines, lawyers ready in these respective cities. You talked about so far in New Jersey. Have you had any issues thus far in Virginia? What about Atlanta, where you have a critical mayoral race there as well?
Well, in Virginia, we've gotten calls before today on our hotline of voters who are receiving these false calls saying that their polling places have been moved. We've alerted election officials about this. So any voters from Virginia that are watching, if you have any questions about where to vote, please call the 866-OUR-VOTE hotline. We can confirm your polling place. We want to make sure that these deceptive robocalls don't keep voters from going to their correct polling place and voting in Virginia today.
All right, then. Again, 866-OUR-VOTE, 866-OUR-VOTE. If you have any issues when it comes to voting today, call that number. Marcia, we appreciate it, and certainly thank all of your folks there for ensuring the right to vote is protected and safe.
Thank you for the opportunity, and we hope folks go out there and vote today. Every election is important.
All right.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you.
Oh, my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no.
That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
Unfiltered.
He wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV One.